Hello, my name is Andy. I am the Brit in Hungary.
Hello, my name is Kitty. I'm the Hungarian in Hungary.
Hello, my name is Valeria. I'm the Hungarian in France.
And today, we is in...
Transylvania!
So here we go then, Transylvania. Yeah, we had to come to Transylvania for work. We had to pop in and see a few people. And we thought, while we're at it, why don't we make it a bit of a road trip? And then we thought, while we're at it, we've got a couple of seats spare in the car, and why don't we invite some friends to come? So we did. So the five of us setting off to Transylvania. Tip for today, don't climb a bell tower at midday. I'm absolutely deaf. Stupid boy. So it's finally stopped raining. Bloody hell, it's been pissing it down for 2 days. So we've spent the last 2 days sitting in restaurants, pubs, and like just basically drinking and playing Uno. So yes, we can actually get out and do some proper exploring today. Thank God. There is no escape. Spooktacular day in deepest, darkest Transylvania. Yeah, all the buildings have got electric fences around them, and it's to keep the bears out. so the story is obviously, if you've watched my other videos, you know I've got a bit of a thing about the Tethys Ocean. It was a huge ocean that doesn't exist anymore. It disappeared when Africa crashed into Europe, and where we are now, the Carpathian Mountains, was actually at the bottom of the Tethys Ocean. And what happened when the two continents smashed into each other, there was like tectonic lifting, and it made like the Alps and the Carpathian Mountains. And obviously all this salt, this was at the bottom of the sea millions of years ago, and it's been pushed up into the middle of this mountain. So that's why it's here. Interesting wildlife, quite dangerous. Bears and wolves, bear attacks. Quite common in this part of the world. A lot of the houses, they've got around the ground floor windows, they've got like electric wires, electric fencing. Because it's quite common for the bears, especially when they're hungry, to break in and like steal all the food. The restaurant we were in last night, that was all covered with electric fencing. And the waitress told us that one day they got in, the window was all smashed, and there was a bear sitting in the kitchen pigging itself. So yeah, but we've not seen one yet. Not seen one yet. Or a wolf, actually. So, Transylvania. Yes, here we are. The southern Carpathian Mountains, the Transylvanian Alps. That's where we are. In fact, I'm actually inside a mountain at the moment. Would you believe that? In Hungarian, this part of the world is known as Erdély. And for a long time, it was actually part of Hungary. After the First World War, there was something called the Treaty of Trianon. And the Austro-Hungarian Empire, was especially Hungary, they were punished, for their part in the war. And for most of the war, the Romanians, they were neutral. And towards the end of the war, they saw the Hungarians were going to lose, and they kind of saw it as an opportunity for a bit of a land grab. They decided to join the war on the side of the winners, with like literally months to go to the end of the war. Bastards! And basically, Hungary was chopped up into different bits, and it was actually 3 times bigger than it is now. And they gave the Transylvanian part, the powers that be in sort of France and England and America, they decided that Transylvania was more ethnically similar to Romania than it was to Hungary. So they basically gave that huge part of the country to Romania. And it wasn't just Romania. The Serbs got a bit, Croatians got a bit, Slovenia, Slovakia, the Czech Republic, Ukraine, they all got a bit. And so that's why Hungary is this tiny little country now. But it was mighty power. Grossly unfair. Really, really shitty deal, actually. But that's the way it is. Onwards and upwards. So in Transylvania as a whole, I think there's 25% of the population speak Hungarian and identify themselves as Hungarian, or Székely actually. It's like the ethnic group, the tribe, if you want to call it that. But they tend to be found in groups, so there's lots of sort of villages and towns and whole areas where like 90-odd% of people speak Hungarian. And I don't know. The more I read about this, the more complicated it becomes. It sort of, at first glance, it sort of seems like all these poor people, trapped the wrong side of the border kind of thing. But it's a lot more complicated than that. In fact, I might even do a whole video on it because it's really interesting. The more people I talk to and the more stuff I find out, the deeper and deeper the rabbit hole goes. So watch this space. Very interesting. So we got here a bit late, it's a bit dark. I talked about Trianon and how Transylvania used to be part of Hungary. Well, this is what's left of the old Hungarian border. So all that distance we've travelled, all that territory we've driven across, all used to belong to Hungary, and I'm pretty much stood on the line of the old border. So, like Romania, old Romania was that way, and old Hungary was that way. And if you, on top of the hill there's like an old guard tower, lookout post that used to look over the border fence here. Thing is, this really is deepest, darkest Transylvania. There's two things you've got to be scared of. One is Dracula, obviously, and the other one is the bears. Right, time to get out of here, I think. So, first impression, well, it's not red, for a start, but you can see the tree stumps. They're sort of petrified. They're about 200 years old, and they've been petrified by the minerals in the water. And one of the theories for its name, the Killer Lake, is because they look like tombstones. Actually, I take it back. There is a bit of a sort of red tinge to it. Yes. So, Red Lake, or Killer Lake, various names. The story goes, either in 1837 because of torrential rain, or in 1838 because of a huge earthquake, part of the mountain collapsed into the valley, and it blocked it off and made this little lake. And apparently in the landslide there was a small village, and the inhabitants were all buried, and the red tinge of the water is supposed to be from their blood. It's actually red because there's the water is very, very rich in iron oxides, you know, the surrounding soil, so that's why it's red. Yeah, and before the valley was blocked, there was a little stream, the Red Creek, that ran through the valley here. Awesome. Here we are in Brassó, slowly going further and further west back to Hungary. All the business work stuff is all finished. We've had a lovely day today in the sunshine, in the mountains, and now we're chilling out on the rooftops. Yeah!
So, spooky experience with Dracula today. Yes, yeah, we've
Without any
survived.
bites.
No bites. Yeah, yeah, nothing to do with Bram Stoker, Vlad III. It's just a random castle that people decided to call Dracula's Castle. If you've ever read the book, you know that Dracula's Castle was just like falling to pieces and decrepit. So yeah, it's wrong. You're right from the moment you first see it. But it wasn't as bad as I thought. Actually, I thought it was going to be like Dracula Land. Like some ridiculous franchise, but it was actually quite tastefully done. It wasn't too bad, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Yeah. And, yeah, nice old building.
It was bloody good.
It was bloody good. Hey, look! Brilliant. Right, quick stop at the booze shop. We're going to finish off with a monster epic Uno party tonight. Yeah, something else we noticed actually. One of the shops sell garlic. Very suspicious.
My name is Valeria. I'm Hungarian. I don't ask. From France.
On aura passé directement là.
So, journey's end. Bit of a debrief. Transylvania, loved it. It's yeah, well kept secret. Very, very good. Not at all like I imagined. I thought it would be a complete shithole. But it's very, very nice indeed.
Transylvania is a beautiful place. People are really kind.
Yeah.
Most of them are Hungarians. Yeah. Prices are nice. The landscape is beautiful.
Yeah. But you were a bit pissed off because Hungary has kind of been erased in a lot of the history.
In certain parts of the area, yes. As if we had never been here.
I know, yeah. It's been
It's a bit disappointing that we know that it was part of our history, but there are no Hungarian signs in castles, and they don't mention us anyway. Yeah.
So, Transylvania.
Minden nagyon jó volt.
Transylvania.
Super cool.
Transylvania.
Super.
Ja.
That